California. And this is our October update. October, man, time flies. You cannot believe it. Yeah, where do I start? So many news about Bitoku. If you don't know what Bitoku is, watch one of the other videos in my channel. We're building a storage layer blockchain, a blockchain-based storage layer for Solana smart contracts, so that smart contracts can finally open files, access them, random access manner, store, delete data, stuff like that. So that will be huge. It will be, enable so many new dApps. And we're so excited to build that. So what's news? What's new about last month? What did we achieve in September? So we hired 2 new people. Welcome Devin and Brad on board. Devin is on the dev team. Brad is on the IT ops team, and also community management. So you will see him in our Discord. And welcome. And we're so glad to have you there. Then. We also want to just repeat that we sold off all our nodes in the private sale. So thanks for the awesome community. And we have a date for the launch of the public sale. It's going to be November 5th. And we've been advised to pick that date because the Solana Breakpoint conference in Lisbon is starting a few days before that. So we will be in the middle of the Breakpoint conference. I will personally be there in Lisbon, Portugal. So if anyone's there, happy to meet up with you. And we're launching the public sale right on November 5th, 9 a.m. Pacific, which is 1600 UTC. And it's also going to be 16 hours in Lisbon at that time. So 4 p.m. So that's awesome. We have the date for the public sale. Super excited about that. And yeah, what we're working on, obviously, the most important thing is how do we get the architecture done technically. So that's the most important thing, obviously. So Bitoku is going to be its own blockchain and a storage blockchain, and it's going to be tightly integrated with Solana. And we have 3 fields that we're building on and designing on and going to be making decisions about in the next few weeks. And these 3 fields are the actual proof of stake blockchain that we're building. Then, the storage guarantees like proof of space-time and things that have been done in other storage blockchains. And then tying it together with Solana, which will be an Oracle technology. So we're making progress on all 3 fronts, and we're putting that all into a white paper. And the white paper will be out together with the public launch on November 5th. So on the proof of stake, there's a few options that are out there. We can either build completely our own from scratch. Most probably we're not going to do that because we don't want to reinvent the wheel if it's already there, right? So we will probably build on either things like Tendermint, which are out there for proof of stake chains. It's very popular. It's been the basis for the Cosmos blockchain, and we can just make use of that. And there's many other blockchains out there that build on Tendermint. The other option that we're considering is just forking Solana and using the Solana proof of stake just because it's so much more performant. But it might put a little bit higher requirements on the validator nodes, hardware requirements. So we're kind of figuring out, can we drive down these hardware requirements a little bit so that, it will be kind of the people's chain as we want to have it. And yeah, we're thinking about that, and how many TPS transactions per second we actually need on the storage side. Probably not as many as Solana itself would need, but we're looking into that. And then on the actual storage side, we're looking into the other chains that are out there. We'll probably be borrowing more from chains like SC Prime than we will be from Filecoin, just because, it's all about adoption. We want to have our storage chain ubiquitous. We want to have like a no-brainer decision for devs to build on Bitoku. And yeah, we feel like, if if we would do it on the Filecoin thing, it's really hard to adopt, and there's a lot of friction in there. So we will be borrowing from other chains there, and obviously building our own touch into that. And then in order to glue it all together with Solana, what we do there is called Oracle technology. So the word Oracle in blockchain speak just means a connection into a smart contract chain. So in our case, into Solana. So we have a few options there. We could build our own, which is not that complicated in the case of Oracles. We could build on something that's out there. The market leader, perceived market leader, is Chainlink. So we're talking to them and see if that could be an option. On the Solana chain, there's also another Oracle technology called Switchboard, switchboard.xyz, and we're in contact with them. And yeah, so that leads me to my next thing, status report, which is the new contacts that we've made. So through the Solana hackathon where we participated, we met a lot of people. I met a CEO of one of the major DeFi platforms in the Solana blockchain. He introduced me, thankfully, to a law firm called Horizons Law. So we're working with Horizons Law now, which I'm super happy about because they live and breathe Web3. So they, and they're Solana guys also, they 100% understand what we're doing. And I'm so happy to have a law firm by my side that I don't need to explain everything from the beginning. So super happy about that. By the way, they are getting some nodes as part of their payment, so I super appreciate that. And yeah, they have their own venture capital firm called Marin Ventures. We're not together with them, but Marin Ventures portfolio includes Switchboard, so that's where it all comes together, right? So we're making so many connections here in the Solana world, and I'm super happy about that. And also through operating our own validator, our own Solana validator, we're making so many connections here. And Brad, our new team member, is also, talking to so many guys in the validator community about that. And that's all valuable things we're learning about operating our own nodes, validator nodes in the future. So making so much progress there. That's all awesome. Another thing is people have been asking me, what about the listing of the Oku tokens? So Oku tokens is our native currency of the Bitoku blockchain. It's going to be paying for the actual storage services. And these Oku tokens, you earn them by, buying those nodes in the public sale. And those Oku tokens, at some point, we want to see them listed. But it's a little bit different than with ICOs or IDOs because we're not selling Oku tokens, right? We're selling those nodes, and that's how we finance our business. So we don't have an interest or a large backlog of Oku tokens that we need to sell to the public or so. It would be just the public would find ways to trade Oku tokens for USDC or something like that. So the first listing, and also our law firms are recommending that, will be in what's called permissionless pools. So on one of those permissionless dexes on Solana, and there's a lot out there, right? Like Orca, for example, and Atrix, and Serum, and so many more. And we can have permissionless pools there, right? So there will be liquidity providers that put in USDC and Oku and enable that trading. And we're figuring out, are there any people that want to be early liquidity providers? If you're among them, you want to be an early liquidity provider, let us know. Go to bitoku.io and reach out to us on Discord. Yeah. So many things going on. Also making a lot of progress on the marketing front, talking to influencers that will feature us on their YouTube channels, which will create the necessary buzz for the public launch. So yeah, everything's on track, and man, so many things happened in September. And I'm doing these updates just to keep you guys informed and engage with you. So leave me a comment down below and we can discuss anything that I've said today or, anything else about Bitoku.